Today for the Bitcoin price. Guys, if you hold any Bitcoin, you do not want to be missing out what I have to show you for Bitcoin today. Not only what I'm gonna be showing you on the technicals is extremely mind-blowing, but also this indicator is right now confirming the next parabolic run towards the upside for Bitcoin. I will be disclosing my specific game plan, my trade on Phemex, and also my price targets, not only in the immediate short term, but also in the long run for Bitcoin right now. I will be also revisiting one altcoin call I made 5 weeks back. If you took this trade, you made already more than 40% in profits. I will be showing you what I am doing right now and what I would be doing right now if I would be standing on the sidelines here looking out for the next altcoin trade. Guys, one thing is for sure, you cannot afford to be missing out on that video. So make sure you sit down, you scroll down, and you also knock out the 4,000 or 5,000 target here for the likes on this video. You also press subscribe, press the bell and press on all, because only then you can be making sure that you are not missing out on the next video. And with that being said, welcome crypto fans and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Alright guys, and as always we are starting here on the hourly candles for the Bitcoin price. And first things first guys, this whole video will give you a very clear evidence as to what is likely to happen here for Bitcoin in the short, mid and also long run. But in order to do that, we have to start here on the shorter time frames, and then we are going to the longer time frames, and I will be also showing you one on-chain indicator. However, as I said, first things first, and as you can see here on the hourly candles, Bitcoin is since a few days here coiling up, bouncing between support and resistance, and this is the smaller ascending triangle within a bigger one. And the beautiful thing about that is, if you look at the smaller one, it also has declining volume, and here we have an ascending triangle with declining volume within a bigger ascending triangle. So let me go over here, and you can see that this is the bigger one, so we have a smaller one within the bigger one. And the good news about that is that if we were to pull out a measured move on the 4 hourly, the smaller one doesn't look all too beautiful, but at the time of the breakout it will be basically also with just by the way, within the next 2 days the breakout target. And this is the interesting thing though, in case we would be breaking out here, the breakout target would be at $12,200. Well, this would already be above this very famous or infamous $12,100 resistance level I was mentioning basically throughout the last 20 videos or so as to be a very important one to break, not only because we were rejected here 2 times, but also if we were to go over to the weekly time frames, you can see that on the VPVR, of course, I mean, I mentioned it already a few times, I don't want to bore you with that, but after this price level, the volume on the horizontals is falling off a cliff. But what I want you to take away from that is not only the smaller ascending triangle with declining volume, with a higher chance to break out towards the upside, with the price target which is above the resistance of the bigger ascending triangle. No, also what I want you to take away from this video is that the weekly close we just had here, by the way, a few hours ago, look at this. If I were to pull over here a horizontal line and I put it here to the weekly close, then look, we closed here the second consecutive weekly candle close above all the previous ones here we had within 2018, 2019 and whole 2020 as well. Like throughout this whole time period we never closed a weekly candle above, and now it is already the second weekly close above this level, basically putting us all the way here back to the levels we only had within a 45-day time frame immediately before we broke the $20,000 high. So going back here to the hourly candles, I can tell you, top-bottom approach here, in case we are breaking this smaller ascending triangle, the likelihood increases to break the bigger one, and in case we are breaking the bigger one and getting a daily or weekly candle close above the $12,100 level, well guys, then I can tell you we might see some serious bullish price action for Bitcoin also in the immediate short term. But guys, I just want to say it once again, we don't want to be irrational moon boys here. Before I am going into this crazy altcoin trade and also into this, in my opinion, one of the most important on-chain metrics, and also in my trading setup, my game plan, I wanted to tell you here very realistically that this $12,100 price target will be extremely strong resistance for Bitcoin, and we shouldn't underestimate this resistance, because from the macro structure, breaking this would be a completely volcanic, life-changing event for Bitcoin here on the monthly candles as well. So of course, obviously guys, we have to expect some resistance, but even if we are getting some resistance, whether it might be already here, we are breaking down from the smaller triangle, or whether it might be at the 12,100 US dollar level, I actually think that we remain bullish and we will put in a higher low for Bitcoin, bounce approximately once again at the 11,500 US dollar level, and then eventually at the next, hopefully at the next try here, break out towards the upside. I could be proven wrong here. This happens every now and then, but as you remember, all our last predictions were pretty much on point. But of course guys, it remains to see whether this bullish trajectory towards the upside will continue. My bet is it will. I will be showing you my trades here on Phemex. I will be showing you my game plan on Bybit. I will be showing you exactly what I am planning with my trades here in the short term, where I'm going to take profits and so on. And also guys, before I will be discussing me possibly here showing my altcoin portfolio, my DeFi portfolio, and also showing this altcoin trade where I called it actually 5 weeks ago or so. It already made 40% gains towards Bitcoin, more than 50% towards US dollar. I want to show you whether it's too late and what my personal price target is. I wanted to continue here a little bit on Bitcoin. So we talked about the 1 hourly, the 4 hourly, we talked about the weekly, but what if I told you that there is right now an on-chain metric unfolding, which you probably heard about when you are subscribed to the MMCrypto channel, when we were calling all the way back here for rising prices, and also right now I am calling for that. Of course I could be wrong, but let me show you why. This one is the difficulty ribbon, and as you already know, let me show you the hash ribbon. We've been talking about that, I think, as the first channel on YouTube, and as you remember, this usually shows you when the hash rate declines so sharply that the short-term moving average of the hash rate goes below the long-term moving average. Whenever this happens, we are getting the minor capitulation, and here on Glassnode, denominated in these red vertical areas, these are the buying indicators, and you can see here basically every single time we have these red dots, afterwards the price just surged towards the upside. In fact, these red dots show us perfectly here temporary and local bottoms for Bitcoin. So every single time you bought that, you made significant gains afterwards. This is the hash ribbon. We were talking about that many times. But the difficulty ribbon, it is maybe even a little bit more accurate, especially in regards to the success rate, because here the success rate is 100%. And right now this one is flashing once again. It is flashing a massive buy signal. And what if I told you that the last times this one was flashing the buy signal, let me go over here to the difficulty ribbon compression, that the last time it was flashing the buy signal, Bitcoin made a 30x, and this was in 2016, and the time before it was flashing the buy signal was in 2012, and there it was making a 43x. So 43x in 2012, 30x in 2016, and right now it is flashing once again. Let me show it to you. So the difficulty ribbon shows the difficulty of the Bitcoin hash rate. So whenever you put computing power into securing the network of Bitcoin, of course you have to calculate some calculations to find the blocks, and of course the more hashing power is going into the network, the higher the difficulty is of these calculations. And whenever the hash rate declines, of course the difficulty adjusts every 14 days, and whenever the hash rate declines very sharply, the difficulty declines sharply. And what you can see here is the blue difficulty rate is the short-term moving average of the difficulty of the Bitcoin difficulty, whereas the red one, the orange one, the yellow one are the longer-term ones. So whenever the blue one goes significantly lower, close or below the long-term ones, then we see something like it is called the difficulty compression, the difficulty ribbon compression. And when I'm going here to the compression, this one shows us every single time these ribbons compress that the Bitcoin price is not only bottoming out, but also that within the next 12 months, we will see parabolic gains from 30 to 43x. And I will be telling you exactly what I'm personally expecting here for Bitcoin. So going here into this chart, you can see this is the difficulty compression, the gray line denominating the Bitcoin price in US dollar, whereas the orange line is showing us whenever the orange line is here dipping into the green area, this denominates here the difficulty compressing compressing at the same time. Remember, this here is the difficulty ribbon over here. Whenever this one compresses, this is the expansion period, this is the compression period. Whenever it compresses, we see the orange line here on the compression chart. By the way, it is on Glassnode. The free sign up link is in the pinned comment down below. Whenever it's going in the green area, this is the compression time. And look at this, guys. It is completely mind-blowing, because if I were to zoom down, scroll down here, that every time we are going into the difficulty compression area, into this green area, you see here on the upper side, the gray line is the price, was significantly increasing. And just right here in 2013, we were going below, and in the same moment we were going out, the price went just completely parabolic, and we never saw these price levels again. The same thing in the next cycle. We had the first dip below. This was marking the bear market low. Then we had the second dip below. This was marking the last call for the bulls, the last call for the people to enter the spaceship before, look at this, before the Bitcoin price went completely parabolic towards the new all-time high of $19,700. Well, the same thing is happening once again. People are saying Bitcoin behaves completely different like before. It is actually doing the exact same things if you are just looking at the perfect indicators here. So look at this. The first time we were dipping below, in every single cycle we are dipping below 2 times. We have 2 difficulty compressions. The first time, the first shakeout was here marking the bear market low for Bitcoin. Well, we were going out, and then look at this, guys. We have the second dip below here, this green area, marking the second difficulty, Bitcoin difficulty compression. And guess what happens here, at least likely for Bitcoin? Well, most likely if Bitcoin were to do something similar as to what it did the last 11 years, Bitcoin, the difficulty compression will end. We will have a difficulty expansion. Let me go over to the difficulty ribbon chart here. So right now you can see here that we are compressing, but the Bitcoin difficulty will increase since the hash rate is also increasing right now. And then you will see this one expanding again. And of course, most likely, if the Bitcoin price were to do something similar as to what it did the last 11 years, we will see probably something like this here, or something like here in 2013 and 14. Is this mind-blowing, guys? Well, if you ask me, it is, because there are no technical indicators, especially on the weekly, monthly time frame, which can provide you with such accuracy. This is the reason why I am working right now also on an on-chain course, where I'm putting together all my knowledge and compressing it into one easy to understand course. Of course, guys, nothing changes. I will always push the same content here on a daily basis to you. This is just because I got so many freaking requests here recently for a course about that. So I am delivering on the promises. I'm delivering on your guys' requests, and I'm gonna do that. And I also want to show you here my trade on Phemex, my game plan, and where I'm going to take profits. And after that, I will be showing you here the update for the trade on this specific altcoin. First of all, let me show you here my trade on Phemex. And if you were to go over, you can see it is right now $55,000 in profit. I did show you my trading history here in one of the last videos. You see here my entry point, and also zooming out on the chart, you can see I was entering here at the green line, and I am still in my trade, waiting for the breakout towards the upside. If we were to break down, well, guys, it is not the end of the world. I can live with that. I have a lot of profitable trades before, and I am wrong every now and then. So far, I am very confident in my trade. I am very proud of my entry position, and I think this is a very strong entry position. As you know, we at MMCrypto with DaVinci J15, we always say play from a position of strength, and this breakout trade was certainly a position of strength. And the next breakout trade, in my opinion, could be possibly, if you are not in a trade, I will take this trade certainly in case we were to break out, would be a candle close above the 12,093 US dollar level, above the 12,100 US dollar level, preferably also with significant volume and a confirmation of the breakout. Of course, guys, before I am going here into this altcoin trade, I wanted to remind you, you get the highest bonus on YouTube available in our pinned comment. If you also want to trade Bitcoin or altcoins on leverage, scroll down and you find in our pinned comment the $502 completely free bonus here on Bybit, Phemex, and Dudex. If you click these links, you get after 0.2 Bitcoin deposit up to $502 for free. And yeah, I wouldn't trade on high leverage. I'm personally trading only on 5 or 10x, but if it's a free bonus and you're not touching your own money, a 50x leverage would put that at a 25,000 US dollar trade already. And I think this is a very fair deal, considering that you don't have to touch your own money. You can trade the free bonus, and you can can withdraw the profits from this free trade without even touching your own money. So if you want to take advantage of that, please, only if you are an experienced trader, but if you are, in the pinned comment, this is the section for you. Click these links and take advantage of that. But now, guys, next up, look at this. Here we are, of course, talking about the infamous Tron against Bitcoin. And you know that I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I was calling it actually here at 180 Satoshis. And I was talking here, actually, I was talking about right here approximately at 180 Satoshis. You know what, guys? Let me show you this little clip here from 5 weeks ago. It will give you a little bit of more of a perspective, and then I will show you where I'm going to take my profits and what next price target I am going to expect here for this altcoin. Look at this clip. On the balance of probabilities, this one looks good. And here we are talking, believe it or not, about Tron. And like, no one is talking about Tron right now. I'm personally everything but a Tron fan. I'm actually much more for Ethereum when it comes to the fundamentals. But looking at the technicals here, I mean, Tron is the #1 pumpamental coin. Usually it is leading the altcoin season. And right now it seems like Tron is doing just nothing while all the altcoins are pumping. On the daily candles, you can see here a W pattern unfolding. You can see actually Tron going sideways for a year now in Bitcoin terms. And also, if we were to go on the weekly candles, you can see that this daily W is within a big weekly W. But in case Tron is actually going here in it and closing a daily candle above these levels, let me just put a horizontal line here. If we are closing a daily candle above these levels, this would indicate that we are putting in a breakout of this W pattern. And to make a measured move, and this is a conservative measured move here, just from the bottom of this weekly W here, and we are pulling it over to this, then the breakout target would be approximately at 370 Satoshis, which is once again here a double from these price levels we are at right now, 180 to 190 Satoshis. You could make a double with that specific trade. So as you can see, it was at 183 Satoshis approximately. And if you bought approximately at 180 Satoshis, let me go 183, 184, then right now you are only measured in Bitcoin at a 38% profit measured in Bitcoin, considering that Bitcoin also made profits since then you made approximately a 50% gain here in US dollar. So of course this is already extremely significant. So me personally, I will be taking my first profits here in this resistance zone already. I will be taking my first profits right now, but I will be keeping something in for everyone who is in the trade, who is taking the first profits, or for everyone who is on the sidelines right now considering taking this trade as well. Take it with caution, but in case we are breaking out here, then I want to show you my measured move price target towards the upside, because this looks like a W, a perfect W. So in case we have the W breakout here, I would put my price target approximately here at 376 Satoshis, which would be another 48% gain here measured in Bitcoin. And many people also are very interested in my DeFi portfolio. And I just made a poll here. If you go over to our channel and then go to the community tab of the YouTube channel, you can take part here at the votes. And 2 hours ago, I made this vote. Are you interested in a video where I reveal my DeFi portfolio? When we hit a lot of votes, and I'm talking about a lot, I need a few thousand votes here, because otherwise I don't feel that there is enough interest of votes here, I might put together a video. So we got in 2 hours already 815 votes. That's amazing, guys. But please give me a little bit of noise here, not only on the poll, but also in the comment section down below. If you make noise here for the algorithm, if you like the video to at least 4,000 likes, if you make noise in the comment sections, I know you want this video about my DeFi portfolio, and I will be showing you exactly the percentage breakdown and also the positions I took here in my DeFi portfolio. I will be putting together a video just for you. So guys, let's see what's going to happen here for Bitcoin. This is certainly extremely interesting times. Let's see if we can break above the 12,100 US dollar and then eventually finally knock out the 13,500 US dollars. Thank you so much for your continuous support, guys. It is truly invaluable. I mean, let me go over to this video here. This video just a few few days ago. It got 5,600 likes, man. I mean, it is crazy. You cannot see that everywhere, anywhere else, man. You are the best crypto family out there. 5,600 likes, 56,000 views. I really appreciate that. And you see, I am making more videos already. Sometimes I'm even making 2 videos a day. This is only because of you. This is only because of your support, guys. And as always, guys, click the subscription box right here and also click the Bible tutorial, which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.